Guys, welcome back to another video. Now this is actually a serious one, so if you're looking for a fun Pokemon video today, you can untune to this. But this is about the coronavirus, now COVID-19. I don't usually make videos like this, but on the internet and on Facebook and on Twitter and Instagram, I have seen some ridiculous posts which actually put people's lives at risk with their advice. So I thought, as a medic, so yes, I am a medic, guys. For all of you who have wondered what I do, I am a surgeon. I am also, someone asked me recently that everyone keeps referring to me as a he, but my voice sounds like a she. I am actually female, so I just thought I'd put that out there, female. So I'll draw the wee symbol, female. But yes, getting back to the serious point, COVID-19, the other word for coronavirus. Now there's been tons of media about it. It has now been classed as a pandemic by the WHO organisations, so the World Health Organisation, highly contagious and spread by droplets. So if you're in contact with someone who talks, spits slightly, sneezes, coughs, air droplets, and also they've now say that it is living on items as well. So if it gets on something, it is there for a few days. Now, like I said, it is highly contagious, but for the majority of the population, you shouldn't be worried. Those who do not have any underlying health conditions or are under the age of 60 are thought to be very low risk. You catch it, you get flu-like symptoms for a week to 2 weeks, sore throat, coughing, sneezing, maybe a slight kind of chest infection like a pneumonia. It's those people who are immunocompromised, so who have something wrong with their immune system, or those elderly people, or those with underlying health conditions such as respiratory symptoms like chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, asthma, things along those lines. Obviously the list goes on, I'm just giving a basic list. They are the ones at risk, okay? That's not to say that if you're young, fit and healthy, nothing will happen to you, but you are in the low risk category, okay? Now, the reason I'm making this video is because over the weekend there have been numerous really stupid, misleading and irresponsible posts on the internet, and I thought I'd try and clear a few of them up to try and give you the medical advice, okay? This is not going to be an in-depth thing, so please do not worry. It's simply to say, please do not listen to everything on the internet. So number one, do not drink bleach. Do not drink bleach. I've seen posts stating that if you drink bleach, diluted bleach, you will get rid of this. Please, 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 I put my hands together, do not do that. You will cause yourself permanent damage and can even risk death for it. It will not get rid of the virus, but it will probably kill you or seriously debilitate you. So please, please, please do not do that. Number two, COVID cannot survive in high temperatures. So if you go to an area of the world with a higher temperature than 27 degrees, the COVID will not survive. That is false. Your body temperature is around about 36 to 39 degrees Celsius. Fahrenheit, I cannot remember what that is Fahrenheit wise. And COVID survives in it. So this is absolutely false, and you're trying to tell me that Wuhan in China did not get above 27 degrees? Absolute crap. So do not listen to that, people. People who are looking to fly out to places with high temperatures, that is rubbish, and you're simply putting yourself at risk and getting yourself quarantined, okay? Number three, COVID cannot survive if you have some moisture in your throat. It washes it down into your esophagus and your stomach, and the acid kills it. Absolute crap, okay? You inhale it, it goes down your pharynx, which is your air pipe, and into your lungs. If it's in your mouth, you still inhale. You still inhale it, so keeping your mouth wet or moist doesn't really help your airway. Your mouth is moist anyway. You have saliva, so it does not work, okay? Number four, eating certain foods. There's like posts going about that if you eat certain types of seeds, it will kill everything off and you avoid organ damage, and if you eat certain types of foods, you will survive. Guys, that's rubbish. COVID is a virus, okay? A virus which they do not have a vaccine for yet. And eating certain foods is not going to cure you. It's not going to stop organ damage, okay? The way to stop organ damage is A, not to get it, which is probably out of your control, but B, to be careful. And if you start to get severe symptoms, you get help, okay? Now, The advice at the moment is if you start to get symptoms, basically if you come into contact with someone with COVID-19, you tend to get symptoms within 24 hours up to 5 days later, okay? So the advice at the moment is if you've been in contact or you suspect you have symptoms, go into self-isolation for 5 to 7 days. It used to be 14, it's now 5 to 7. Now self-isolation means not coming into contact with other people, not going out shopping, not going out for food, not really socialising, basically just stay safe, okay? Now, a lot of you are going to say, well, we're young, we get COVID, we'll survive, it's fine, okay? That is a very irresponsible way of looking at it. If you get COVID, you are at risk of spreading it to other people, okay? Now, I can easily say I'm fit and healthy. If I get it from a patient or whatever, I'm fine to carry on working, to carry on socialising. It doesn't matter, I will survive. But what about the people that I will infect or you will infect, okay? So you need to be responsible for making sure you do not go around infecting all the other people, the elderly, the immunocompromised. And you're not going to know who they are. Like the immunocompromised people, elderly, you might know, you might not. But immunocompromised, you're not going to know who they are. So you go out and go, I'm fine, I'm not going to die from it. I'm fine to go out and do what I'm doing. But actually you come in contact with someone who's immunocompromised, you will infect them and they will struggle or die, and that will be on you, okay? So you need to be sensible about this. It is not about just making sure you're okay. You have a responsibility to everyone else as well, okay? So please, please, please be safe. I see lots of posts at the moment of people going, if we get it, we're fine, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does, because you will infect other people, okay? So please be sensible. At the moment, they're saying anyone over the age of 60 is vulnerable because their immune system isn't as strong as what it is when you're younger. So please be careful. Symptom-wise, like I said, you get flu-like symptoms, cough, dry cough, pneumonia-like, flu-like symptoms. So if you develop a sore throat, dry cough, plus or minus a high temperature, plus or minus flu-like symptoms, please, please, please. Even if at the moment I've had a sore throat, I refuse to go out just in case because I don't want to infect other people. That is resolved within a few days, which is fine. But if you have these symptoms, please, please, please consider self-isolating. There's a lot of YouTube videos going out and Twitter and Instagram stuff about how everyone's being selfish and how classes are being cancelled and, we wanted to enjoy our last few months of the year and all this sort of crap. And there's been a few YouTubers who are over 1 million followers, or 100,000 million, both actually, who've come out with really, really selfish things. And all I can say is, people, this is to try and stop the spread, okay? Yes, things are being disrupted, exams, classes, competitions, matches, concerts, all this sort of stuff. It is not for fun. People are stopping it to try and stop the spread of COVID, to protect other people, okay? Now, please, 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 if you're in this situation, take a minute to consider this. It is not just about just stopping things for the sake of it and people overreacting. People are overreacting, don't get me wrong. They're panic buying. I can't get toilet roll for the life of me. But please consider other people, okay? When do you go to the doctor? If you are really struggling, like you've got these symptoms and you are struggling at home and you cannot manage at home, your breathing's getting really bad, or you're not functioning, anything like that, then yes, phone whatever helpline it is. In the UK is 111. They will direct you. Please, please, please do not just pitch up at the GP or the hospital. You then risk infecting the healthcare workers, so the doctors or the nurses or the receptionists who are looking after you. You risk infecting people in the waiting room who will have health issues and may be immunocompromised or having other issues. And if you go to hospital, you risk infecting other people, and to say, I just wanted to see a doctor is not acceptable. Please, please, please look after other people. Okay, do not just pitch up. The main thing to say, people, is people will die from COVID. Yes, people will, but then people die from flu, people die from everything else. The key thing is, please continue to wash your hands, okay? You should be doing this anyway, and this is what perplexes me. People are like, oh my God, we must wash our hands. You should be washing your hands when you leave the bathroom. You should be washing your hands before you eat or drink anything. You should be washing your hands when you come back from the supermarket and you've been touching the trolleys or going out and doing stuff. Those of you who don't, this isn't a new thing, okay? As a healthcare worker, you should be doing this anyway, all right? Washing your hands, hygiene. I'm shocked at the people who are like, oh my God, we didn't use soap, now we need to buy soap. flipping heck, hygiene-wise, you should be using soap anyway, or antibacterial. People who are going mad now to buy these things, what were you doing beforehand? Now, I know as a medic, people who come out the bathroom do not wash their hands. People touching stuff do not wash their hands. I just do not understand it. Everyone should be washing their hands, okay? Going out and buying every bit of toilet roll, you're not going to get diarrhea from this. COVID does not give you diarrhea. Unless it mutates, it does not give you diarrhea. Please do stop buying all the toilet roll. People need to buy toilet roll. Yeah, those are the main things, guys. Keep hygiene. If you need to self-isolate, okay? If you need to call your local helpline, do not say that I'm fit and healthy, I am fine, I can infect other people. I'm fit and healthy, I can go out and do what I want and then go ahead and infect other people. That is just pure selfishness, okay? And also, finally, from a medic point of view, please have patience with the medical profession, okay? We are swamped. We are trying our best to help everyone whilst putting ourselves and our own families at risk, okay? Please be careful. Please have patience with us. We are doing our best. We will treat you. We will do everything whilst putting ourselves at risk. And that's just part of our profession. That's what we do. So please, please, please don't start getting annoyed at us and taking it out on us that you're having to wait in line to get stuff done, that you're not getting everything you need. We're doing the best we can and we always will for you. So guys, that is a very serious video today. I just had to debunk these myths to try and protect people, because it is so irresponsible and selfish of people posting these things. So if you have any questions that I can answer, ask away. If you have any responses to anyone else, please go and ask. But for now, guys, stay safe, stay positive, help others out if you can, and please be responsible for everyone else. I'm signing out now. Thanks very much. Bye.